Can I handle it? I can go there, baby, with you. We gon' set it off. We gon' tear it up. Baby, can you handle me? Yeah. Go there, baby, with you. We gon' tear it up. We gon' set it off. Baby, can you handle? Hey, you playing some good music up in here. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I love you so. I hope I can hear that background. Babe, when I tell you I need you, that doesn't mean that I don't care. Who? And when I tell you that I'll never be there. Ooh, yeah. Don't misunderstand. I'm too good to be true, but you learn I was made for you. Cupid doesn't lie, and you won't know unless you give it a try. Cupid doesn't lie. Give it a try. Trust me that I'm gonna cheat on you. Never ever do anything to hurt you. I just need you. I love you. Serious and lies. Don't misunderstand. Say what's in my heart. Cupid doesn't lie, and you won't know unless you give it a try. True love. Don't know unless you give it a try. Doubt about it. Die before I lie to you. Yeah. To be it ain't no life without her. Never leave, never go. No. No, 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 no. I'd be fucking the song up. Give it a try, true love. And you won't know unless you give it a try. Doubt about it. I never lied before I lied to you. Yeah. Doesn't lie, sit lie. No, no, ooh. Yeah, he does those hot things. I ain't with it. My voice is like absolutely not high anymore. I used to be a second soprano. It's gone now. I guess he has to do all those high notes on the album. I'll never die before. I'd rather die before I lie to you. Where's my lipstick? I'll never die before I before I lie to you. Guess I'm gonna have to deal with this. A day in the life of a nomad. So I'm in Amy Ruths right now, having, for me, I guess, breakfast because I didn't eat yet. Did I eat this morning? Sometimes I just be totally beginning to eat sometimes. But lately my stomach has been hurting, so I'm not pressed to have any food because every time I eat something, my stomach is hurting. I'm going through like some issues from when I played myself and decided to let the devil work in my head and become depressed. So because I became depressed, my body formed fibroids, and they grew so large that they're causing all types of issues. I think it's pressing on my bladder and it's pressing on my intestines, and I'm really not feeling it. So it's making it very hard for me to eat, and which probably explains why I'm losing weight. But I know me, I can gain weight really fast, and it all goes to my butt and my hips. And I'm not mad at that. I've learned to accept that that's not a bad thing, but people had to tell me I'm really weird, and so the stuff that people normally like, I never like. I always go against the grain, and so therefore, consider me different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. So, like, for example, my friend made me realize that I was doing a lot of the stuff that they're finally getting up on now, back in college, but I was actually doing it even before college. I was doing it in high school. I'm 35 years old, and she said, Tiffany, you don't realize that you was doing stuff way before everybody. She said you were shopping at thrift shops when we was back in college, and I was like, and I was listening to her, and she said, you also used to wear you always wore your natural hair. She said everything that's becoming prevalent now, everybody is now doing. She said you've been doing this, and it's funny because when I was trying to put my friends on to thrift shops, they were looking at me with every side eye in the world that they can find. They mama side eye, they cousin side eye, they brother side, and I would try to bring them, and then they would be here with it. Oh, I'm not touching this. Oh, you know who you are, Kim. You know I love you, girl. And yeah, and people would just hate on the thrift shops. I didn't get it. Like, I just felt like they were good clothes and they were cheap. And it's like, why not? Why waste your money on the bullshit? It's the same thing. And then the thing about it, I felt like if it was in a thrift shop, it was gonna be something that not everybody's wearing because it was from back in the day. It's something that's basically that society says is no longer in fashion or whatever, and so you look different from everybody. So I don't know, and I wasn't necessarily trying to be different. I'm just cheap. I'm frugal, fabulously frugal. Hashtag it's me. Anyway, so yeah, so that's basically what it was. And then she also said, Tiffany, you never been ashamed to talk about God. You always, you really stayed the same. And I really have to say, RTCS shouts out. That's my bookie. You really encouraged me when we had that conversation on the phone about a month ago. And it's like, because I feel like college had really distanced my relationship with God, but apparently it didn't, because I was still talking about him fervently enough that, people knew me as a woman of God, I guess. And she was saying how she remembered how she was going through something. We were sitting in my car, and I just started praying for her out loud. She said, Tiffany, you've never been ashamed of God. And you know what? That really encouraged me, because I felt like when I was in college, my relationship with God had really dwindled. This wasn't the same. But apparently, people always see things in me that I never saw in me. Hashtag my singing and everything else about me. I had so many insecurities. Ladies, if you don't understand what this thing is about, you got to get to understand it. Your insecurities is keeping that great man away from you. And even though you think that you don't have insecurities, think about it. Look deep within yourself. You have insecurities. And until you can know who you are, that you were made perfectly, and that you are royalty, and that you are a child of God, and you can own it and know who you are. That post that I put on, I think it was my Twitter or Instagram, I put it on, where Ellen saying real beauty comes from knowing who you are. I believe that was the quote. It's really real. Like, you really feel better when you know who you are, and who you are is a child of God. So until you figure this thing out, you're going to always attract men who have the same insecurities as you. It might not be exactly the same way, but for me, I had a lot going for myself. I couldn't understand what it was, why I couldn't find the right guy. But the problem was, I was insecure about what was I insecure about? You know what? I was insecure because all of the gifts that I had, I wouldn't use. I thought that I wouldn't be able to be successful with those gifts, and I had to work. So therefore, it led me to men who felt that they couldn't do what they, walk in their purpose as well. And so that's why I dealt with those type of men, and it never worked, because what can you offer when you don't feel good about yourself, and when you're not walking in your purpose? Walk in your purpose. Simple. Give your life to God. And some of you guys think you're giving your life to God, but it's a lie. It really is a lie. I'm going to need you to check out that post that I put on giving your life to God. That's what it really is about. And if you're doing anything adjacent to that, or not parallel to that, or not right on top of that, then you are not serving God. If you're selfish, if you don't care about your neighbor, if you don't care about, your brothers and sisters, period, just that means everybody, then you are not walking in the path of Jesus Christ. So I'm going to need you girls to get it together, and you guys too. Yeah, because until you do so, you will never have peace. You will always be financially strapped, and you will always be bound in your mind. So even if you do have money, you will always feel like you will need to hold on to it so tight, because if you don't hold on to it, you're going to fail. But see, here's the thing about Jesus. There's no failing in God. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, because this video went for 12 minutes and it started off singing. But I love you guys. Peace. Oh, check me out on Instagram at Tiffany's Purpose. Twitter at Fabulously Frugal. I'm going to start putting more things on each one of those things. I've never been a social media whore. But I guess I have to become one now. Because God told me I'm a business person. And so I'm going after it. So I'm going to build myself a website, and I'm going to sell some of the products that I've come up with. Stuff that I've always done. But I'm heavily into interior decorating. Oh yeah, and I did Vine. I got on Vine. There's nothing up on there yet, but soon come. So like that, soon come. And I know you guys are wondering who my soulmate is, but that'll soon come too. We'll be posted up like this. He's coming. He'll be here in town this Saturday. I'm waiting for him so we can go back to Georgia together. Figure it out. I love you, Bookie.